Well, a new health trend is gaining traction on TikTok, boasting multiple benefits without too much legwork. It is called Japanese walking, and it's based off a nearly 20-year-old study from Japan. Linda Ward now is joining us to talk a little bit more about this. This is a really interesting one. So let's talk, first of all, what is this type of walking?
Yeah, it really caught my eye. It's on our website. There's an article about this. It was in a number of publications because it's really gotten a lot of traction on TikTok, and people are starting to do this. So what is this Japanese walking? It actually has nothing to do with anything in Japan. People don't walk like this in Japan. But there is a study that was done about 20 years ago by a Japanese research group that found switching back and forth between high-intensity walking and moderate-intensity walking was better than just continuous moderate walking. So participants in this 2007 study, what they did was they did 3 minutes of fast walking, then they did 3 minutes of slower walking for about 30 minutes a day, and they did this at least 4 days a week. And what they found was actually pretty remarkable. Lower blood pressure, better cardiovascular fitness, better muscle strength. And so it did seem to have some effects, right? And now people on TikTok are going, okay, I gotta walk really fast, and then I gotta slow down, I gotta walk really, really slow. So I thought, okay, we're gonna ask somebody here who knows what they're talking about. Does this actually work? So I reached out to this kinesiology professor from Brock University. He says this high intensity interval walking, yes, it's going to be better for you because you're just getting that heart rate going a little bit more than you would. But it's not really a magic bullet. And it's not just the only thing that you need to do, but it can have some pretty good health benefits. Here's what he had to say.
It's not something where you need this very specific 3 minutes on, 3 minutes off that was in the original study. There is no kind of ideal time. You don't need a stopwatch. You don't need to have the latest fitness tracker in order to do this. You can just do it when you're going around the block. If you have some light posts around your neighborhood, pick a light post and go faster than you normally would comfortably do to the next light post, and then go back to your normal pace.
So pretty basic, right? You don't need a lot of stuff. He said, don't get hung up on the details like the 3 minutes on, 3 minutes off. Just do a little bit harder, a little bit slower. And it can have some really good psychological effects too, because it just kind of changes things up, and that gets your brain working a little bit too.
So it sounds sort of like interval training, but not maybe with the intensity people would associate with interval training. It's walking. Many people can do it. You don't need equipment, as you mentioned. So we wanted to see, does it work? And more importantly, what does it look like? Because, the TikTok videos are fun. So we sent our breaking news producer, Cam, out to Front Street. And Cam is going to do a little bit of a demonstration for us to see how it works. He is now walking. I'm not going to narrate this because I feel this might be a little bit weird, but I think let's throw it out to Cam and get a sense of it as he walks slowly and then more quickly to see if it makes his heart rate change. Cam, it's all you.
Right. So right now we're just walking at a moderate pace. We're just here on John Street outside the CBC building. And if we want to turn it up, just a bit of a notch, we're gonna very moderately turn up the pace. And I went in on YouTube and I looked up how other people do this. So when you're doing it faster, you want to add a bit of a swing to get some technique, to get the upper body moving as well, really get that heart pumping. So I was doing it a little bit earlier, and you know what? It's a cool day, so my heart rate didn't go up too much. I am a runner, so I'm already cardiovascularly very fit.
Humble
but
brag
I imagine
there.
if it was any other day with I know, right? But I imagine with the heat wave that we've been going through, then this would be much more of a vigorous thing. So right now I'm just in my regular clothes, but I'd imagine this would be much more easy in a pair of walking shoes that you get from the sports store, and even if you got a running playlist as well. So we're walking a little faster, and as I'm talking as well, I'm just it's becoming a little harder to talk at a normal level. So obviously this is sort of like slow running, where you want to keep a conversational pace, and what we've been reading is that this is a great thing to do with other people. It's a good social activity. I know I'm part of a running group, and we have a part of us that like to, we're just going to speed up here as we go a little faster.
Cam, we're gonna leave you to keep walking. We're going to leave you to keep walking around the block, and you can update Linda and I when you get back in after.
He's not even broken a sweat.
No,
Look at him go. I mean, good job, Cam.
I do like this, but he did throw in, but I'm a runner.
I'm a runner. I know. But we've been hearing from some people who've been, telling us what they're doing to keep fit. So Bev Gilbert writes in, we are seniors, feel it's very important to keep in shape. We try and walk every morning. Good for you, Bev. Even though it's humid, we just leave earlier, walk along the Don River, walk 7 kilometers, and my wife walks 12. On Thursdays, we volunteer at the East York Food Bank, doing so much good stuff here. Thanks for writing in, Bev. Good for you.
We did. I know we're out of time, but I just want to add one more because we did have one from Lois saying that she goes to her daughter's backyard pool and her friends have a senior swim, and she calls it old people's noodle time. So lots of good examples of how people are getting fit.